Okay, as you can see, we are doing related angles, and we are going to be doing combining angles, which is the first one of the relating angles. Combining angles is right here, and you always have to press the play.
Here we'll talk about how to combine angles. But first, take a look at this angle over here. Which of these choices are correct names for this angle? If you're not sure, click down here to review naming angles.
Okay, guys, G, E, F is one name. F, E, G is the other name, of course.
Right, you can call this angle GEF or FEG. Next, what's the approximate measure of this angle? To review, click down here instead.
Well, I can see that it's between 0 and 90 degrees, so I know it's an acute angle. 90 degrees would be right about here, so it looks like it's more than half. And halfway would be 45 degrees, and it's a little more than that. One thing I noticed is that these three dots sure look like an equilateral triangle, which also has all equal angles, and that would make it exactly 60 degrees.
Nicely done. So it turns out this angle is exactly 60 degrees. Let's draw a ray that also starts at point E and goes through a point H. And suppose this new angle, HEG, measures 50 degrees. See if you can use this information to find the exact measure of angle HEF, which is this angle here.
Okay, so we are going to add these two angles. It goes to 60, and then 50 more makes 110, of course.
Excellent! You added these two angles together. So the measure of angle HEF is 50 degrees plus 60 degrees, or 110 degrees. In general, when you have two angles next to each other like these two, with a ray that's shared between the angles, you can find the measure of their combined angle by adding their measures together. Next, let's try a problem where you have to work backwards. In this diagram here, suppose angle BAD measures 180 degrees, meaning this is a straight line here. And let's say angle BAC measures 40 degrees. Try using this information to find the measure of angle CAD.
Okay, this is called a linear pair. CAB and CAD together make 180. So 140 plus the 40 gives me the 180. So this angle is 140, of course.
Again, nicely done. In this case, you took the combined angle, 180 degrees, and subtracted the measure of angle BAC, which is 40 degrees. And so the measure of angle CAD is 140 degrees. So by adding and subtracting the measures of angles that are next to each other, you can often find the measures of other angles. So for your final challenge, take a look at these angles over here. Suppose the measure of angle FEG is x minus 10 degrees, so that's this angle over here. X is some number and you don't yet know its value. And suppose the measure of angle GEH is x plus 30 degrees, so that's this angle. And now suppose that angle FEH is 120 degrees, so that's this entire angle here. Try using this information to solve for the variable x.
Okay, what you should do, add x plus 30 and x minus 10 together and set it equal to 120. So I have 2x plus 20 equals 120. When you subtract 20 from both sides and divide by 2, you'll find your answer, which is 50, of course.
Nicely done. So you found that x equals 50 degrees. Let's make sure that's right. That means this angle here, x minus 10 degrees, is 40 degrees. And this angle here, x plus 30 degrees, is 80 degrees. And sure enough, the measure of angle FEH is 40 plus 80, or 120 degrees, like it says over here. So everything checks out, and 50 degrees is the correct answer.